Yo, what's going on guys, it is Fox98 here, welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of F1 2021 Road to Mercedes. We are here for the Russian Grand Prix. This is season number 2 and we're currently driving for Aston Martin as we try and make our way towards that Mercedes seat. If you end up enjoying today's video though, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well, as that really does help me out. Anyway, let's get straight into things then. So, as you can see, currently in the Drivers' Championship we do top the World Drivers' Championship. Now, the reason that we do top it is because, obviously, we started this season of the Aston Martin journey during the pre-patch, which meant that we actually had a fast car. We don't anymore. And in the last episode, though, we did manage to win the Italian Grand Prix. However, of course, as you would have seen, it was very, very scrappy. But we got the job done. And we're here now for the Russian Grand Prix, which in Season 1, when we were driving for Williams, was another really strong track for us, actually. Surprisingly, it really worked quite well. So we'll have to see if it works well again. But, of course, all things considering, we do have to make sure that we can perform at a high standard. We've got some good tracks, actually, coming up along the way. We've got the Russian Grand Prix, which, of course, is a very good circuit for me. So hopefully we can try and get something out of that. The Singapore Grand Prix, I absolutely love and will accept nothing than a victory at Singapore. And then we've got USA, which is a difficult one, very reliant on downforce, and I don't have any. Mexico, again, could be quite strong for us. It's normally a good track for the player. Brazil is probably going to suit us a little bit. Australia and Abu Dhabi do not suit us at all. So we're in a good state heading in towards the final areas of the season. But of course, we have work to do. So let's get straight into it then. We're going to kick it off with qualifying. We've gone back now to the full Q1, Q2, Q3 format. Because, yeah, I don't think it really makes a difference that much. I might even just probably end up changing the AI difficulty just like 1 or 2 clicks lower in order for qualifying, because I just feel like it's just so badly balanced. So yeah, let's get into qualifying. Oh wow, that's actually a really good lap from us, just a 10th shy of Verstappen in the Red Bull. Okay, promising stuff. Not quite good in the first and the middle and final sectors, but that's impressive. And we've jumped Alonso as well and all that. Norris just gets ahead of us. All right, so there we go then. Through into the next part of qualifying. Only had to do the one run, which was the original run that we did. Pleased with that. Very good. Although the Ferraris are rapid in the final sector. I'm losing nearly a sec. All of that time is the final sector. So lots of work to do, but we make it through into Q2, which is lovely. There we go then. Through into the next part of qualifying. Oh wow, we got P1 in that session. Jeez, okay. Question is though, did anyone qualify on the mediums? Because that would give me an insight as to why we got fastest in that session. I haven't even changed the difficulty, by the way. I've left it as normal. No. Oh, no, that is true then. So, Carlos Sainz is out of qualifying. He's been knocked out in Q2. Leclerc does get through on a set of medium tyres though. Right, okay, that's going to switch things up a little bit. And he's only 2/10 slower than my lap on a set of medium tyres. Jesus, that's a really good lap. Right, okay, we got our work cut out. Stroll makes it through to Q3. Look how close it is though. There's 3/10 separating the top 10. 3.5 tenths. That's crazy. The final sector we're really struggling with. I don't have the balance in there. I've actually, weirdly enough, again, this is becoming a trend now with this Aston Martin. I've trimmed off downforce. I really shouldn't. I should be adding more on because I've got really good engine power and aero, but I've trimmed off more downforce to give me more straight line speed. And it's working in the first sector and to the middle sector to an extent. The final sector, though, I don't have any mechanical grip. Can't change it now, but yeah. I really should stop adding that. I should really stop getting rid of my downforce. But I liked my speed in the straights. Okay. That's our best lap of the weekend so far, but it is 2/10 behind our championship rival Charles Leclerc. I don't have to worry about Sainz either to bother me, but okay, we've got 2.5 tenths to try and find. Right, Let's see if we can find it. So it's not to find to Charles Leclerc anymore, it's to find to Max Verstappen. But as you can see, once again, we don't have any grip in the final sector. We're half a second down in the final sector alone. That's because I'm just going all out in sectors 1 and 2, and I've compromised sector 3 quite severely. Hamilton's going to improve on his lap 100%, but we're a 10th up in the first sector. We're okay matching in the middle sector, here or thereabouts. We're just losing all of our time in the last sector. Not really much I can do about that, because I can't really go any faster in the other 2 sectors. I gave it everything then. I gave it everything in that session. Jesus, I couldn't have given any more. I made a mistake in the hairpin on the second straight. That's about it. Realistically, for God's sake.
Of our top 3. Verstappen.
I found so much time on the last lap, but I managed to find it in the middle sector, but my last sector, again, I just made a mistake in the braking zone into the hairpin. And I also I know where I lost the time, and it was at least 2-3 tenths in there. But you can't get every lap perfect. It's a front row start though. Hopefully we can get a good start off the line. Hopefully Leclerc gets swamped on the mediums, and then we can just play ultra defensive with the straight line speed package that we've got. Alright, here we are on the grid to start the Russian Grand Prix. Softs to mediums, as you'd expect. Not put that much fuel in, I'll put a bit more in. Oh, it's the Aston Martin safety car look. I didn't realise. No, of course, I haven't seen it yet in this game yet. But the aim is simple: beat Max off the line, and then hope Leclerc gets swamped. I've missed a shift. I missed my shift from thirds into thingy. We give Max the squeeze, and it covered the middle of the circuit. Bit wayward there from me. Bottas moves into second. What a move from him. But we're into the lead. That's what we needed. Now we play the park the bus game, or park the Aston. Just like we did in Monza.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are
within DRS has been enabled.
Ahead, and in the DRS
we are currently still ahead of Valtteri. Has he got DRS now? Yeah, he does. So, still playing our game.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Okay, we should be fine. Oh, my DRS is offline.
There's a fault
Not a problem.
System.
So I've got no one to get DRS from. I've still got my concerns about Charles Leclerc, because he's just keeping up with us really nicely. I just get the feeling he's going to be quicker on his mediums when I box. And it's kind of scary, because then he'll be on the set of softs. I feel like he's going to overcut. I just don't know if I don't think I've got the pace. I'm not trying to be negative, but being realistic. Right, it's time to box. Only Norris follows us in. That's concerning. I don't know. I just feel like I'm just going to get overcut. I don't know. I should maybe have reacted, or I don't know. I'm going with it. It's a crap pit stop. I don't know why I'm so negative about this. I just don't feel like I'm going to get anywhere. I don't know. We're coming out the pits though. Hopefully we'll get some clean air, which we're going to.
That was our last stop.
Norris won't be in DRS me either. I'm just going to have to go hell for leather. We're going to have to go absolute hell for leather. Hope these mediums settle in nicely and just push like hell. Alright, the old pit. And we're ahead of them. Oh, we've not got DRS. My DRS is still broken. That'll be why.
Perez has just posted the fastest lap of the race.
I mean, I'll pass him on a straight anyway, but we've actually undercut beautifully. They're all on hard tyres. They've made a massive cock-up on strategy. We're in a brilliant position now. Oh no, so Leclerc did pit for softs then. Right, Leclerc's going to be the one to watch out for. I was wondering, because he pitted as well, if he went onto the hards, but he hasn't. These guys going onto the hards compound tyres is a blessing in disguise, because I'm pumping in fastest laps now, pulling away. And they're lapping a couple of tenths per lap slower now, and Leclerc's stuck in a DRS trade, so he can't get anywhere. This is all coming to me, this race. Just got to keep it clean now for the next 4 laps. And we should be home and dry. Okay, here we go then. Last 2 corners to navigate. And across the line. Let's do that. Let's go. Whew. Yes, I do want some pizza. But it is the victory at the Russian Grand Prix. And for the first time this season, actually, we get back-to-back race victories. And, yeah, super pleased with that. And it's been a bad day in the office for Charles Leclerc. But momentum is back on our side.
The Aston Martin team will be very happy with today's performance and the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork, and a well-deserved first-place finish.
Alright, so we're here then at the full race results. So we take the victory here at the Russian Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas finishes second ahead of Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, and then our title rival Charles Leclerc finishes in a lonely P5. Sergio Perez in 6th ahead of Hamilton in 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Alonso 9th, and Stroll rounds off the top 10. I thought Stroll finished higher up. Started in 10th, sorry. Never mind. Anyway, overall, on the soft tyres, we didn't really have the pace, but we were able to just stay in front and weren't really challenged by DRS. The undercut actually worked. I didn't think it would, but it did. We set a purple middle sector, I think, and we came out like 3.5 seconds clear, so I presume they got held up a little bit, the AIs. But crucially, both Bottas and Verstappen and Norris, I think, I'll just double check that Norris went on to the hard compound tyres. No, he didn't. So, crucially, Bottas and Verstappen pitted, had track position, and were on the hard tyres, and they were just half a second a lap slower. The hards are not the way here at Russia. You never need to go on the hard tyres. They made a strategical error, and, I mean, you can see by the gap. I mean, I finished 10 seconds clear. That wasn't purely because I was overpowered at this circuit. That's purely because of the hard tyres. They are such a poor race tyre here at Russia. You just don't want to be using them. But, yeah, we got away with it this weekend. Yes, we were awesome in a straight line. But I really messed up on my setup. I really should have put more downforce on, especially in the final sector. I was just sliding around. I had awful understeer. And braking was also a problem. And that's because I had too little downforce, so it was harder to slow down for some of the corners. But we got away with it. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, then the gap increases to 74 points between myself and Charles Leclerc. That's the buffer that I'm looking for. And with us coming to Singapore next time round, which is my favourite track, we're in for a treat, hopefully. Hamilton stays 3rd in the championship ahead of Bottas in 4th. Any of those 4 drivers can still win the championship because we've still got some races where I'm really weak at, where they can claw back a lot of points. Verstappen is 5th ahead of Norris, Alonso, Sainz, Ricciardo, rounding off your top 10. Constructors' Championship, it actually comes down a little bit. It's down to 47 points in the Constructors, but crucially, we pull away from Ferrari. And again, I need to capitalise because when it comes to my weak circuits, both Ferraris are going to be up there, and I'm going to be struggling to hold them off. So, yeah, it's not over yet. It's a very important set of races to come. But let's go to the laptop now and try and put on some upgrades, even though this team can't be asked to spend it. It's Lawrence Stroll, for Christ's sake. Put some money into the freaking facilities. Okay, so it's a quick turnaround before we get to the Singapore Grand Prix. Still no facilities upgraded. I guarantee you they'll do Spec 3 on the bloody durability to take the right old piss. But anyway, we need to go ahead and make some upgrades, which obviously we've only got 2 places we can do that. Because we've done everything on the chassis, we've done everything on the aero, other way around, sorry. It's only this area now, the engine. So we're going to do the fuel fill regulator, which will come in time for the US Grand Prix. We'll chuck that onto the car. And then we're going to go ahead and do an upgrade on the durability. And I'm going to do the MG UK because, yeah, why not? So that's all I can do. And that's what I will do. There's literally nothing else I can do. I've got an upgrade on the way for something else, maybe. Just general weather. And that's not even one of mine. So there we go.
We've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
I love how he's so hyped about an upgrade that didn't even come from me. That came from Mercedes. That had nothing to do with me. It's just your supplier delivered you an upgrade. That's Mercedes giving me general wear. That has nothing to do with me. But they're like, yes, mate, you've got your upgrade. Great stuff. 28th of October. When's that in terms of the calendar? That'll actually come on in time, but yeah, as you can see, surprise, surprise, we're falling further back in this development race. Great. If you guys have enjoyed the episode, though, drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for the Singapore Grand Prix next time around. Take care all. Peace.